Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a best of 3 Modern Horizons 3 draft, Ripples of Undead. So you have to mill 3 cards, then you can pay 1 and 3 life. Put a card from among those cards in your hand. Well, it seems a bit dangerous, unless you think you can win pretty quick. It that heralds the end, makes your stuff cheaper, buffs here. This card's pretty sweet. Lord effect for Eldrazi, Fang Flames, some removal. Brood Scale's good. Jolted Awake, some energy. That's cool, and you can cycle it. Break of Creation, kind of expensive. 4 toughness for 8 mana, not my favorite. I'm feeling It That Heralds the End. Molten Gatekeeper's a cool common, though. It's kind of like a little semi-lord effect thing. Eviscerate's Insight. I just feel like you probably take an uncommon or a rare, and It That Heralds the End feels like a pretty good one. Ral, Monsoon Mage. 2 mana, 1/3 instant sorcery spells are 1 cheaper. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell during your turn, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, deals 1 damage. If you win it, turn it into the Planeswalker. Additional loyalty counter for each instant or sorcery spell you've cast. Make them cost less. 2 damage however you choose. 1 or 2 targets, draw a card. Exile top 8. Cast instant sorcery spells. Well, it's a cool card. It does a lot. Not sure if I want it. Could just slam up a Void Cross. This card is pretty sweet. Gets buffed from It That Heralds the End. Another way to get to 7 mana. You do this on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I think you can slam a 7 drop. That's pretty strong. Could see taking that. Glimpse is actually a decent card too. If you don't play the cards, you get 3 ramps. It's kind of cool. 3 mana for triple ramp is not the worst. Kalia of the Vast. 4 mana, 2/2 flyer. When it attacks. Oh, well, you need angels, demons, or dragons to really do anything with that. Ugin's Labyrinth. You may exile a colorless, return. Oh, that's cool. That is actually cool. Yeah. You play enough 7 drops. Yeah, this card's actually pretty legit. You can get the card back at some point. That's not bad. Idol of False Gods is good. I like that one too. Brood Scale's pretty playable. Malevolent Rumble is good. Nice 2-drop. I think I'm going to take the Labyrinth for some reason. I mean, it's a mythic too. Yeah. If you're planning to play some Eldrazi, I feel like a card that doesn't even count against your deck total that can ramp you seems pretty good. Corrupted Shapeshifter. 4 mana. Oh, you choose what it is. Imskirt Iron Eater. Affinity for artifacts. I see. It's a good card for the artifact deck. However, probably just take Nyxborn Hydra. You end up with a bunch of big fat Eldrazi that need some trample, and Hydra certainly helps with that. And then occasionally it's what? A 4 mana, 3/4 reach trample. Also not bad. This blows things up, makes cats, gives double strike. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, you need a bunch of different spells, colors in order to do that. Could just take the Rumble here and feel pretty good about it. Medallion makes blue spells cheaper. Archway of Innovation. This is good for the artifact deck as well. It's actually not a bad card for the energy deck. Probably just take Rumble. Ramps. Find any permanent. Makes more hands keepable. Although Sheltering Landscape does fix for Eldrazi colors. That's true. Just 2 of them though. I'll take the Rumble. And Verpolarity is pretty sweet. There's a Lurker in here as well. Brood Scale. Especially in this format. There's so many strong cards. I think it's Lurker or Brood Scale. I mean, we need at least some 7 drops in order for If That Heralds the End and Ugin's Labyrinth to do something. No, this still does something even. I mean, just buffs your colorless creatures. I'm going to take the Lurker. I feel pretty decent about it. Actually, the funny thing is, I'm actually going to take Invert Polarity, because if we do end up Eldrazi, this is Eldrazi colors. Yeah, and that can win games. I mean, stealing an expensive spell late game might seem foolish to you guys, but believe it or not, it's pretty good. So now it's Sage versus Meddler. Both good. It's usually harder to come by the cheaper spells, but we're going to need to actually get some Eldrazi to ramp into. This one's pretty good. It also has Reach, which is very relevant. We do have a ramp already. And the Void Craw. I'm going to go with the Meddler. It might be wrong, but we don't have any big Eldrazi, so I want to make sure we get some. Birthing Ritual. If you control a creature, look at top 7. Then you may sack a creature if you do. It's not bad. It's just I don't think I'm going to take it. Okay. Probably just taking a Dread Mask. I like the card anyway, so that's totally fine. Kind of wish it was devoid, but that's okay. Move counters from permanents. You could move Hydra stuff. Huh. Don't really have other ones so much, though. Just cut a red card. Although, yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's 3 mana, 2/3, not the worst. It still has upside, actually. It totally has upside in this deck with all the Eldrazi. It triggers off Eldrazi. It's actually pretty good. Utter Insignificance gives us a removal spell. I might need that, but Glimpse gives us ramp. Currently, we don't need that much ramp, but I'll take the Utter Insignificance. Red feels like our splash color currently. So Landscape, this actually does fix for our color, so I'll take it. Nice pickup there. Barbarian Ring. Yeah. Totally fine. I mean, it does deal damage to you when you tap it, but I'll take Archway of Innovation. Currently not rocking any artifacts, however, which means we probably won't need it. Okay, Roshin Roaring Prophet. 4 mana, 4/4, enters, mill 6. You may put a card with X in its mana cost. We do have a Nyxborn Hydra currently. It's not bad. Flare of Cultivation. Sack a non-token green creature rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Search the library for up to 2 basic lands. Put one of your battlefields out. Okay. Not bad. Territory color is pretty sweet. It's got Reach and landfall with... It's a cool card. I like that. Good body too. 5 mana, 7/5. Good beater. We need to utilize this ramp. Could use some more early game too. Maybe we'll wheel the Brood Scale, but I want this color. It's a good value card. Okay. So easy Chrysalis here. Probably best common in set. Unsealing is actually looking really good here now. We don't have any 7-drops, but we have a lot of, well, we're going to have a lot of 4, 5, 6s, so maybe we'll wheel it. We'll see. But Chrysalis is obviously amazing, so good pick there. So Priest gives us some ramp. Aberration is a good beater. We have Dryad, Rumble. These are all good. 4 mana, 6/6 Trample is a strong uncommon. We do currently only have Landscape and Labyrinth for colorless. No, that's not true. We have wherever the Mythic is. Where did it go? I swear we have that Mythic. I just don't know where it is. Well, whatever. That land Mythic. I'm going to go Wumpus Aberration. I think it's better than the ramp. Maybe we'll get one of the 3 ramp back. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but it's possible. Twisted Landscape, I think we need to take. Fang Flames is good removal too, but I need some actual fixing here at this point. Let's see here. Well, it kind of feels like a pretty easy Bountiful Landscape, although this is cool. It's just, I don't think we're going to be able to storm too easily, but you can do it off your opponent's stuff. Turn their best creatures into 1/1s. It's not bad, actually. It's a strong, rare effect. I just don't think we're playing this. I don't know if we're doing the Barbarian Ring. I haven't decided. I just feel like we need the fixing. We're very color intensive, so I don't want to get color screwed. I do think that card's really good, though. So I could take the Tusker here. I could take the Sage. Tusker would be my first 7-drop. I kind of want to take it. Sage is just good. Colorless ramp. But it's a tough one. I'm going to go Tusker because I want to actually get a 7-drop for wherever that mythic land is that I can't find anymore. Ugin's Labyrinth, sorry. It was just the bottom one. All right. Another Meddler seems fine to me. What's this do? Oh, that's cool. All right. I have set myself up to be quite an expensive deck, however, so I have to be careful. I'll take an Elk here. It's really not a terrible card. It's not really what we want to do, but we can possibly play it. This is a 4-mana 4/4, but you have to mill 6. That's a big deal. I guess I'll take the Simulacrum that we don't really want to play. Don't need any of these cards. All right, I got the Priest back. That's a good sign. I mean, I need 2 drops. I need ramp. Oh, I got 2 playables back. Not the best card, but it is a 2-drop. We'll just cut the green card. So pack 3, we're still primarily green, blue, splashing red, which means I probably don't want to play Gatekeeper, although Gatekeeper is probably better than Void Bouncer in here, honestly. It does get haste. I mean, we have 5 lands currently, so we have 17 playables. Pack 3, we gotta get at least 6 playables. Oh, well, or we could just get Nadu. Yeah, that's a pretty strong one. Take that. Not even really giving up anything for it, so that's a relief. Although I would take Sheltering Landscape there too, I would think. Yeah, I would. Ocelot Pride, there's a strong white card, but Curse Mirror. Oh, this ramps. Except it has haste. That's kind of cool, actually. Bolt is some more removal. Hydroelectric Specimen is actually pretty good. Sage of the Unknowable, though. More 2-drop ramp. How's our late game looking? You know, we have quite a need for the ramp, but this ramps too. But you need red in order to play it. This is a pretty strong effect, I feel like. You can just have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Even if it's until end of turn, that could win games. So a Lurker gives me a second 7-drop for Ugin's Labyrinth and If That Heralds the End. So I kind of like that. Jeez, all the white mythics. Witness is great. Disciple would be great, but I'm going to go Lurker, get another 7-drop. Just double Nadu, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think if you're going to play 2 legends in limited, Nadu is probably the one. Need some fixing too, obviously, but we're not going to pass a Nadu gift horse in the mouth. All right, now I can take the Sheltering Landscape because I think we're... What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 21 playables. We'll be able to find playables. This fixes really well for us. I guess we're at I'm trying to debate if Barbarian Ring is worth it. It's tough because on one hand, if I'm running like 18 lands, it probably is. But am I? Ooh, another color. I probably just want this Triad. More ramp. Repurposer is great too. Color is fantastic though, but how much ramp do we have? We need some more 2-drops. I got to take this Dryad. I've been passing all the 2-drops, so I'm not happy about it, but it also has Death Touch, good protection. And the fact that it adds colorless is too important for us to pass here. Power Stone might be good enough, but no, I wouldn't take that. A Repurposer. I wouldn't take that over the Repurposer. This is the perfect land for us, but I think Repurposer is really important here too. It's just an important card for us. Because it's going to let us play less red too. Is the Curse Mirror the bad pick? I mean, I just feel like you can copy I mean, you can win games with this card. You just copy like a 7-drop with haste for 3 mana. Specimen's a great card to get back, mostly because it's just an extra spell land that can protect your big fat fatties from removal and can sometimes steal buffs, which is really good. Plus, we need some spell lands in here, so. Another Dreadmark that we don't need. I don't think there's anything else we need, though, so. I doubt we play it. I'm happy running 1, though. Just giving our fatties trample. Although we have the Hydra, but we don't need double Dread Mask. You know, getting Sage of the Unknowable back is good, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I run 6 intertap lands? I think I do. I mean, I want the ramp, but we're going to be cutting. Ooh, Witness, a great one too. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to focus on the 3 Dread Masks. Well, it's a lot of Dread Masks. We're not going to run that many. I'm going to focus on the blue-green. But we can still maybe jam a Gatekeeper. Maybe jam a Curse Mirror. We'll see. Obviously jam a Writhing Chrysalis, but we don't need the Void Bouncer, I don't think. This is probably more expensive. We don't need 2 Dread Masks. And then we just have to make 1 cut. All right, well, that's easy enough. Probably. I think I'm going to... Am I going to dump the Barbarian Ring? I'm debating it. Maybe the Trickster's Elk. Probably don't need Trickster's Elk. It's kind of removal, but giving your opponent a 3/3 is not the best. However, maybe it's not bad. Curse Mirror doubles as both ramp, potential copy effect. I mean, it's kind of a cool effect. Jumps you from 3 to 5, which is relevant in our deck. I could keep it. Same with the Repurposer, obviously, jumping to 5. I want to keep all my 2-drops. Yeah, I guess it's kind of looking like Elk. All right. So 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 with the Specimen. Seems just fine. And Color-wise, primarily green and blue, a little bit of red. Do I want to do the Barbarian Ring? I'm kind of okay with it. There's going to be times where I'm going to have to take damage from it, but just an extra spell in kind of makes it seem... I mean, 2 damage is not irrelevant. Any target, too. That's like a reasonable top deck to take out an annoying creature, especially in a deck that does not have much removal. We have an utter insignificance in invert polarity. And that's like basically it. We have some reach at least. Some flying. You can ping them out with Gatekeeper, which I'm kind of okay with. Okay. Well, let's count our colors here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 green. It's actually a pretty good mana base, considering one of them's Ugin's Labyrinth too. But I do want this Labyrinth to ban out. It genuinely could in this deck, so it's kind of cool. All right. Well, we'll give this a try. See what we think. I only have 1 mountain. Well, I don't have any double red, so that's fine, actually. All right, we'll give this a try. We'll see you round 1. All right, we'll play first. And yeah, that is certainly good enough. Get our blue mana here. I'm still gonna crack it for blue because I have a significant amount of 2-drops that I want to be able to play. In case, yeah, it's all right. Get our blue now. Double Nadu hand is actually kind of awkward, but that's okay. That was a good rip. Nadu it is. Kind of hope they actually have an answer for Nadu so I can play the second one. All right. So we got second green mana here, but that's fine. We'll just play this, jam a Void Craw, and get in for 3, I guess. Because next turn I can jam something huge here. No play. Well, that's a good sign. Oh, I could have gotten blue. Oh, I don't have red though. That's funny. All right. So I can do Hydra for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get in for 8. Yeah, that's pretty huge. Let's do that. Oh, bestows 2, so get in for 7. Oh, that's still fine. They do have 4 mana up. That's fine. Even if they have an answer for Nadu, we draw a card and get a Nyxborn Hydra. All right. Then we got Meddlers next turn. All right, no play is surprising. Can't actually cast Invert Polarity, but that's Okay, so 2, 5, 7 mana we have up. We can do Meddler plus Priest of Titania, so we'll just get him for 7. I'm okay playing the Meddler. If they blow up the board, I still get Nyxborn Hydra, so seems fine to me. Alright. Got game 1. Wonder if they just got off to a slow start, because they are looking like an Eldrazi deck. Yeah, Nadu is something special. Even when you target it. Pretty silly. And that's anything. Spell or ability. So you equip to it. You obviously bestow on it. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Doesn't work with Curse Mirror because that doesn't target, but that's all right. I'm not gonna complain about that. A little slow, but we'll keep it. We have all 3 colors. Oh, we have invert polarity mana too now. That's nice. Ooh, well. I'm gonna do this now. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh, I should have played. That's okay. I'm gonna drop the Gatekeeper anyway. So, I actually can't drop Hit That Herald's in, surprisingly, but that's all right. Do the Gatekeeper, and then I can leave up invert polarity potentially. All right. Well, not sure why they conceded, but hey, we'll take it and see you round 2. All right. Round 2, we will play first. That is a keep. We've got a turn, I guess it's turn 4 Meddler, but hey, then Curse Mirror can copy it. It's actually pretty sweet, actually. Enters, puts a stun counter on another thing, get in for 4 damage. Not bad. Not bad. So we have all of our colors. I can keep that for colorless purposes. So let's just get our green mana down. Okay. Let's see, just getting a land here. Good to know they have Gift of the Viper, though. I can steal that with my Hydroelectric Specimen. Fantastic draw there. Now we get to go Repurposer. And we get to attack for 1. I guess I was supposed to attack first, but no big deal. So next turn Meddler, then Curse Mirror. We're getting in for a lot of damage. We're beaten down here. Far away from this Barbarian Ring being turned on, but it's okay. Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. Okay. Okay. So go landscape. Go meddler. I guess not offer them the chance to trade here. For 3. Next turn we're getting in for 11 with Cursed Mirror. It's pretty good. And tapping again with Meddler, which is also good. Okay. It's got Menace. So I'll tap that. Oh, invert polarity too? Oh. Well, this turn we're going for the Curse Mirror. And then I'll have to sacrifice the landscape, which is fine. This will work out. Copying the Meddler. So it doesn't get the cast effect, that's right. Okay, well, that's okay. I wouldn't have had the double blue for invert polarity anyway, so no biggie. Then we pass. And we sack this for a second blue, and then we have invert polarity up, which is pretty good. So that didn't quite work the way I wanted to, but it's okay. They're not at their 7 drop yet, which is actually really amazing for us, because that means this invert polarity is going to hit way harder next turn. Sure. Well, it's an easy double block here. Although this is my last source of colorless mana. Once I sack the landscape. No, I'll have another one with the repurposer. Yeah, this is fine. All right. Dread Mask is pretty big. Unfortunately, I think I need to play the Dread Mask. I don't want to, but they're kind of in a position where they don't have to play a 7 drop, and that's going to be a problem. All right. They have Threshold too? Oh, man. Oh, actually, still doing okay, I guess. Oh, well, that worked out. This has Flash too? Nice. All right. All right. So we have invert polarity and utter insignificance, but not both. Okay. Hopefully something huge to make this invert polarity win me the game. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I kind of feel like I need to kill the flyer the most. Yeah. I still have 7 mana, so I can cast everything. So we'll just trade here, I guess. And just protect myself for 5. That was a great draw. So I get in. And let's say attack at everything when I play the Tusker. I'll get an extra blocker too. I should be fine. I mean, obviously I have to attack here. And they have to block. I kind of need them to not rip anything, but I mean, this is as good as we're going to get. Okay. Oh, I think I'll kill the 2 dudes. Oh, I do take a damage for that, but that's okay. We get another blocker. Now we have a equip target too for the Dread Mask, so we're getting in for 12 trample. All right. So let's see. They actually have decent blocks for this Tusker, but we're gonna go for it. Another option is to chill. If I rip a land, I can actually... So they want to do this. Why? Yeah. All right, Meddler's sweet. So I play Meddler, tap, drone. I have 8 mana, so I don't have enough to equip, but I can do Meddler and leave up Polarity. Kind of wastes the attack though, doesn't it? Might still be worth it. Let's see, block their 2 biggest dudes, 2, 6, 8, 10. Wow. I can't even, that's a tough one. Wow. This telegraphs invert polarity so much too. I guess I have to. All right. Wait. Why Why did it tap that? Now I can't. Why did it tap that? Oh, because I need a blue. That's why it tapped that. So I shouldn't have destroyed my blocker. I screwed that up. Kind of want them to miss here. Jeez. They're certainly not missing. Wait, if they attack with all that, I feel like I'm going to kill them with trample here. All right, we're going to actually block these because then they won't get fuel with repurposer. And then 12 block. Yeah, I think they die here because of this attack. Because we get in for 12, so they have to block at least 6 of it. Yeah, and they still... I don't think they can. If I'm missing it, so be it, but I'm pretty sure this is lethal. So they have to block Meddler, and then they don't have enough toughness to block Tusker. They got a little greedy with their attack there. Okay, so they're not really playing fatties. They're playing like efficient Eldrazi, so that doesn't make Elk any better. Insignificance is definitely still good enough. All right, I guess that's fine. Good hand, certainly good enough. Got all 3 colors. We'll get our red first from the Twisted Landscape. All right. Hydra on this is pretty strong too. Death Touch Trample. Amazing draw there. Just an absolute devastating draw there. Especially with the Hydra on the Dryad, possibly next turn. Well, I guess the longer I wait on that, the better it's going to get. I mean, I can get in for 10 next turn. That's pretty strong. It's going to make them have to block. You can get in for 8 next turn. I think I'm just gonna, I feel like just getting in for 10 here is probably fine. I don't really want to, oh wait, it's only 9. I see. I see. I guess I can cycle the landscape. All right. That's probably fine. So we can cycle landscape, I guess. And still can't play a 7-drop, but I suppose. Seems pretty good. Oh, can't get it back because it's exiled, unfortunately. All right. I can cycle the landscape again. It's a weird choice. Ah, well, this has reach, so we're probably okay. Probably. Yeah, we can at least trade. Could just stick it on the Witness. Lets them attack with the repurposer, but that way I don't have to trade. Let's see, they could get in for 6 though. I mean, they are officially out of cards too, that helps. Let's see. They can only pump twice. So 4, 7, so they'd still be able to trade. So I guess I just jam it as a 5/5. So I have 2 blockers. Well, I want to get it back though. No, that doesn't make sense. They can't kill us next turn, so this is fine. Even if they unearth, they can only get in for 6. Yeah, this is fine. They have to pump twice. We got a blocker attacker. There's a big attacker now. So we'll jam this. I'll play 1 landscape so we have 7 mana too. And I can attack with Hydra. They could do Gatekeeper. I could block Repurposer. I would take 1, 2, and then the 3rd from the Repurposer. So I'd go to 1. That's pretty dangerous. All right. We're not dead. And this kind of uses all their gas, so that's fine. We go to 1. I mean, it's not optimal, but I'd rather, no, I guess I'd rather I want to keep my reach. I can keep that for colorless mana, so that's fine. I'm not going to be able to... Well, I can sacrifice the Barbarian Ring once I get to... That could be a reason to sack it, I guess. That's true. Maybe just deck thin. And if I draw a colorless spell, I can just do landscape anyway. All right. Let's deck thin. And add to Barbarian Ring. That is funny that we drew that, but it's okay because we have the landscape. I just can't cycle it now, but whatever. Let's see. I mean, I can do Dread Mask, Quip. Get in for 10 and play a Titania to block the Repurposer. That seems fine. Beautiful draw. All right, we'll go to game 3. All right. All right, we'll play first. Good hand. Forgot we have 2 Nadus in here. Ooh. Turn 3 aberration again. I like it. Emerge is like you reduce by sacking. Huh. Okay. Let's jam aberration here. There's no way we do the gatekeeper first, right? That's too greedy. We just got to get the Nadu down for the extra ramp and card draw. Ah, that's a good draw. So it could do the meddler. But I think I'm just going to get in for 6 and jam Nadu, make all their removal worse. So even if they cast this, which they still can't, right? Paying the emerge cast. So they would have to sack a creature and still they're 1 short. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if for round 3. All right, round 3. We're gonna keep it. We got everything we need. Ooh, beautiful draw there. These both get the same thing, so it doesn't matter. Just need to get our green mana. Turn 2 Nightshade Dryad. Turn 3 Nadu plus Landscape. Uggin's Labyrinth. I guess I take 2. Ooh, great draw there. Let's do the landscape. And I'm going to cast Nadu off of this so I can crack the landscape for a red. In case my Dryad dies, that way I can still do invert polarity. So a 6 mana could still technically do, no, I'd need 3 blue in order to do invert plus Nadu here. No 7 or greater. We do have 3 blue with the specimen. I don't know if I can really afford to take 3. Maybe I have to. 1, 2, 3 blue. Go to 6 life. Have a Nadu plus invert polarity up. It's probably better just leave up specimen in case they have more interaction. Yeah, I like that more. And then we'll drop Nadu. And leave up specimen for potential interaction they have, removal or whatever. So we'll draw first. And then specimen. Instant or sorcery. Well, it didn't quite work. All right. So options now. Aberration. And leave up invert polarity. All right. 7 mana. So we're... All right. I love it when invert polarity gets a concession. That's a good win when you get that. So they are hyper aggro. Not sure if that means I'd want to bring out a Void Bouncer though, especially on a splash color. Probably not a Trickster's Elk too, unless I thought I didn't have enough early game. I mean, am I really happy trading an Elk for a Golem? Probably not. Although Curse Mirror I could see maybe swapping the mirror for another early play. I don't really like it, but I just don't want to get aggroed out. Maybe it'll randomly have a target I'd like to turn into an Elk. We'll see. I still didn't even get to do my specimen, but that's okay. Guess we'll keep it. It's not a perfect hand by any stretch, but that's all right. All right, so we do, I guess, all right, well, that's cool. No 2-drop. Ah, well, I'll take it. I think I'll take it. I want to keep my gatekeeper here. All right, it was a great draw. So this way, if they have an instant, I have the specimen. It works for me. So I'm probably going to get a second green so I can set up for a bestow. attack first. And then play Nadu. So they still have counter mana up. Best use of mana is the Meddler, but I'm going to do Nadu here. See if it resolves. Alright. Could be worse. Next turn I've got a Hydra +4. That's pretty good too. I also have Meddler as an option. All right. I'm going to do it on the bird. That way if they kill the bird, I still get a 4/5 Hydra. No, it's not an instant or sorcery, so it works. Looks like we both did the classic move there. I'll block. All right. Well, stole the draft. It only took 2 Nadus, guys. Cool. Let's do some back one pick ones here. We didn't have a... I was going to say we didn't have a busted deck, but we did have 2 Nadus. We didn't win all our games because of them, though, did we? Cast Writhing Chrysalis exactly 0 times. Actually, Wumpus Aberration won at least a game. Never played Color. Never played Lurker. Invert Polarity got a concession, as it's... You play this just so your opponent concedes the game. Not that it actually wins the game necessarily, but makes them concede, so that's worth it. So Curse Mirror did not do exactly what I wanted to do, because this is a cast effect, and this enters the battlefield, so you don't get the cast effects. Not as good in this deck, but thankfully we didn't get punished for it. I don't think I ever cast Rumble either, but we got there. We'll take it. Let's do some pack one pick ones. All right, well, we did get Strict Serenaded, but our 2/2 ended up being pretty slick. I'd probably take the Nightshade Dryad. This card's pretty incredible. Kind of does it all. Great blocker, great ramper, great fixer. So, yeah, I could see taking the Repurposure, but 2 drops are just such a premium. I'd take the Dryad. Degree of Justice is kind of cool too, but no. Dryad. I don't know how I got that Outlaws of Thunder Junction pack. All right, you know, Cranial Ram is pretty sweet. I haven't made the artifact deck yet, but it is good. I see. It only costs 1 mana though. That is kind of cool, but you need to pay your toll on that. Get at least 2 turns out of it. It's a pretty amazing tempo card. And then Dreamtide Whale, also kind of cool. 3 mana, 7 power is pretty strong. So you have to be playing the cast multiple spells in 1 turn deck. I mean, the energy deck does that. Realistically, what is the best card? This is specific to an archetype. This is specific to an archetype. But 1 mana removal for anything maybe is just the best, I guess. Maybe the Prison. Okay. Knotmaster. Distribute +1/+1 counters. Whenever another modified creature control dies, put 2 counters on not master, and it's got lifelink. That's pretty sweet, actually. I like that. Could see taking that. Raven Charm, some removal. Repurposer is good. Marionette Apprentice is excellent. I really like that one a lot. Could see taking the Apprentice. It's monocolor and just 2 bodies and 1 for a cheap price with even more upside. Yeah, I'd probably take the Apprentice. That would set up well for the artifact deck. Safekeeper is legitimately good. Turn target artifact creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Deals damage equal to that card's mana value up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. It's not bad. It's a pretty awesome 2-for-1, especially at instant speed. You can see taking that. The Cursed Wombat is pretty sweet too. I'd try out this Pyretic Rebirth. It seems like a fun... I mean, that's a strong effect. Blow up your best creature, get creature back is... I mean, it requires certainly some setup, but just having a creature and artifact in your graveyard. This Glaring Fleshraker is so good. Amphibian Downpour is legitimately pretty good too, but I love this Fleshraker. This just goes off in multiples too. Really incredibly strong. You play the Fleshraker alongside the Molten Lava Master or whatever. You just non-stop pinging. A lot of pings. Ping them to death. Altasaur is cool. It is 7 mana. Fang Flame is some cheap removal. Scurry of Gremlins for the energy deck. It was obviously strong, especially when we stole it. I like that. Could see taking the Scurry. I mean, this card is really strong. Give all your dudes haste. It's a good finish the game card for that archetype. Fang Flames is a little less committal, but this is one of the better cards for the energy deck from what I understand, so maybe take it. And last but not least, so you can cast it for free if you sacrifice a red creature, copy an instant or sorcery. You can take the Rumble. Reliquary is kind of cool. You can bounce your spell lands back and cast them again anytime during your turn, which is still cool. Dog Umbra is some pretty cheap removal. Mermage obviously is cool. This card's cool. Just the Amass deck. And then this has flashback as well. So return target permanent card with mana value, and then if you're flashing it back, you can do it twice. It's pretty sweet. That is good. Could see taking the Reclamation. That's a strong effect. It's probably good if you have Sacrifice effect or you're getting stuff in your graveyard. I'm trying to think. Is that black-white maybe? Where that's at its best? Maybe? Not sure. Conscription seems like a fun build around. I know Rumble's good. I could try out the Reclamation, I guess. We'll just see what we get out of this Outlaws pack and then call it good. Area at the Big Isler. 4 mana, 4/4 lifelink. Whenever an aura you control becomes attached, you can control that. Oh, that's cool. Your auras can steal creatures or permanents. Huh. Well, that's a fun one. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed it, folks. We'll see you for the next one.